What up, everybody? Got my phone on a tripod here, so yeah. I'm gonna do my Xbox video game collection. And just like my Switch collection, this is gonna have to be in multiple parts because I seriously doubt I'll be able to get it all done within just one video. Especially since I'm only allowed to do 15 minutes worth. So yeah. First one here is a Plague's Tale, or Plague Tale Innocence, or something like that. From what little I played about it, it really puts me in mind of like Last of Us in terms of being able to get. It's like an escort type of thing, just like how it was with Last of Us. So yeah, Adventure Time, The Secret of the Nameless Kingdom. It's pretty much just like Adventure Time Explored Dungeon, but I don't know, but only 100 times better. It plays a lot like your more traditional Legend of Zelda game, like the overhead dungeon explorer type of game. That's pretty much what that's like, and it's really good. Um, Adventure Time, Finn and Jake Investigation. It's like Telltale's games for a little kid. There's no repercussions from failing. So yeah, Adventure Time, Pirates of the Enchiridion. I'm a huge Adventure Time fan, which is pretty much obvious at this point. But yes, I'm a huge Adventure Time fan, and this game is really great. It's a turn-based combat game, and it pretty much feels like Wind Waker. And it may not work very well on the Switch, but if you get it for like the Xbox, maybe even the PlayStation 4, it works great. I mean, I don't know how it works on PS4, but I know one thing right now: they did fix it when it comes to the Xbox One edition. So if it was something that that you've been hesitant on because you've heard bad things about it, well, if you have an Xbox One, then you'll be able to enjoy it. So yeah, this is one I was actually waiting on to finally come in so I can make this video, and it came in today, and it is Assassin's Creed Syndicate. I'm working on getting all these Assassin's Creed games. Still got quite a bit more to collect, but yeah. Not much to say about Assassin's Creed. I haven't really played enough of the series to be able to say anything about it, but yeah. Um, but a lot of people, what Assassin's Creed is, so there's not really much I need to say about it. So yeah, Assassin's Creed Origins and Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Okay, get some more over here. Got Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Then got Batman Arkham Knight, and I got all the DLC for this too because I really love this game. It's great. And they had a DLC dirt cheap because they had it on a sale. Probably one of the only few games from this franchise I'll get because I'm not too keen on this franchise, but I did love this edition of it. A lot of people hated this edition of it, but I loved it. It was my favorite one out of the series, and that is Battlefield Hardline. And then I have Call of Duty Black Ops. I only wound up with this because I had ordered a copy of Call of Duty Black Ops 3, but the Ding Dongs sent me a copy of Black Ops in a Black Ops 3 case. So, yeah, that's the only reason why I have that, because I already had it for PS3, so I didn't really need to get it for the Xbox One. Next one here is, wait a minute. My freaking nephews, I swear. Well, yeah, that is one of the games, but it wasn't supposed to be the one next in the order. What happened is my nephew must have came over here at one point in time and put some of my games in the wrong order. They do that every now and then to fuck with me because they like to drive my OCD crazy. So yeah, but yeah, in alphabetical order, the next one would have actually been the BioShock collection. Really good collection. The story's confusing as all hell, but still a pretty fun game to play nonetheless. Then you got Borderlands, the Handsome Collection. Um, I'm gonna be honest, the Borderlands game has kind of gone downhill. It was great. The first one was great. The second one was like the best one, and after that, the series just started going downhill. The pre-sequel sucked. Borderlands 3 is trash. So yeah, and this is one of my all-time favorite games that is on the 7th gen, and I'm so glad they made it backwards compatible. And that is Brutal Legend. Really love me some Brutal Legend. It's one of the most unique games you're going to find. And speaking of unique games that are really fun to play, and this is probably one I will do an LP of at some point in time, and that is Bulletstorm, the full clip edition, which I got lucky because no one used the Duke Nukem DLC for that, so I can play through the game as Duke Nukem. How much time I got? Okay, I got enough time. Bully, the Scholarship Edition. And then obviously, the next one would have been, Call of Duty, but like I said, my nephew decided to be a dick and drive my OCD crazy by coming over here and putting my games in the wrong order on purpose, because they do that every now and then just to fuck with me. So yeah. Call of Duty Black Ops 3, yeah. Like I said, I ordered it again right after they sent me the wrong thing. I'm like, I'm going to get that game because I really wanted Black Ops 3. It's got the best zombie mode in my opinion. So, yeah. I'm not answering a stupid phone call right now. Stop it, you stupid spam calls. Like, for real. Make sure it's still recording. Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. I know a lot of people didn't like this one, but I liked it. I thought it had a really good campaign to play through. And at the end of the day, that's the main reason why I even buy a lot of these Call of Duty games, is for the single-player campaign. I mean, the single-player campaign in Black Ops 3 is trash, but like I said, it had a good zombies mode to make up for it. Call of Duty Ghost for the Xbox 360, because they sent me the wrong edition. I ordered the Xbox One edition, and when it came in, the disc was all busted and everything. There was no salvaging it or anything. So I let them know, and they sent me out a replacement copy. And then the Boner sent me an Xbox 360 copy instead. Luckily, I was able to get a full refund for that, so I didn't have to pay for that. But still, eventually I did go ahead, and I got this on eBay, and it was Call of Duty. It's Call of Duty Ghost for the Xbox One, so now I have 2 copies of that game. Well, 3 copies if you count the one that's broke, but still. Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, again, I don't care what anyone says. It's got a decent campaign, decent single-player campaign to it. And this one is this one my brother gave to me because he had it digitally and physically both. When he bought an Xbox, a used Xbox One from someone, they had the physical copy of this for it. So he just got the game, but he downloaded digitally so him and his girlfriend could do share and play. But they ended up giving me the physical copy of it, which is Call of Duty Modern Warfare, which I don't really care for that one, I'm going to be honest. Okay, next one here is Crash Bandicoot. It's About Time, and yes, it will make you pull your hair out. It is very rage-inducing. It's fun, but rage-inducing. And next one here is Crimes and Punishment, Sherlock Holmes. I love murder mystery games, and that's what this is a murder mystery game. So yeah. How much time I got? Okay, I got enough time probably to do what's left on this top shelf. Okay, next one here is Cyberpunk, which in my opinion is a lot better than, a lot better than what people make it out to be. They did fix the game, so it works a lot better now, and hopefully none of these games get broken. But next one is Deadpool, and it's one that is very rare and hard to find, especially for a decent price, because they removed it from the stores, like digitally, because for some reason it's banned in certain countries. I don't know, it's considered being too indecent or something, I don't know. Sorry about that. Anyway, though, like I said, with Deadpool, it's like, if you want the game and you can find it for a decent price, go ahead and get it. GameStop's always selling it for like $20, and that's the best price you're going to find that at. So, yeah. Everywhere else is wanting to charge an arm and a leg for it because of how rare it is. So, yeah. Next one here is Destroy All Humans. I could have passed up on this altogether and wouldn't have been bothered by it one bit, because honestly, it's not as great as what I thought it'd be. So, yeah. Never played it on the PS2, so I didn't know what to expect when it came to that game. But, yeah, I could have passed up on it altogether and it would have been no big deal. Doom 3 BFG Edition, in my opinion, this is the best collection in terms of Doom games you're going to find, because it has the first Doom on there, has the second Doom on there, and then Doom 3. Speaking of Doom 2016, it's a really great game. Doom, in my opinion, is the best in its genre, which is the first-person shooter genre, and yeah, I don't get no better than Doom. Dragon Ball Z Fighters, or Dragon Ball Fighter Z, whatever it's called. It's a really good, fighter that involves the Dragon Ball Z characters. So yeah, Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. I still need to get the first one, but yeah, I only got this because GameStop had a deal where it's like buy 4 games for $20. Or no, what was it? It was buy 4 games that are priced at $5 less and only paid $10 for it. So it was like buy 2 get 2 for free. So that's how I ended up with both those Dragon Ball games. So yeah. And this one I didn't mind paying, higher for it because I love this game. And it is Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. I love that game. It's great. I think they added some DLC for it too. Next one here is Dying Light. Yeah. Really, really good game. Many ways. It's like Dead Island, but better. It has parkour to it and everything. So yeah. Fable Anniversary. Very expensive game to get, but really good. It's not as good as what people make it out to be. My cousin, he acts like it's like the best one out of the series. It's not. As a matter of fact, I would even prefer. It's my least favorite one out of the series when it's all said and done. Here's my favorite one out of the series, and it's Fable 2. That's my favorite one in that franchise. And then obviously Fable 3. They're like RPGs or whatever you want to call them, but at the end of the day, they're not as good as what the developer make it out to be. He says, "I want to make the best RPG ever." That is not the best RPG ever. So yeah, Fallout 3 Game of the Year Edition, great game. I like this a lot more than when I do Fallout 4. Fallout New Vegas Ultimate Edition. Do got a little bit more time. I could probably get a few more showed off here. So yeah, let's go ahead and get right into it. Fallout 4. Only worth playing if you're going to use mods. Just going to be honest. Far Cry Instincts Predator. The only system that you can play this one on because it was exclusive to the Xbox 360. And I'm pretty sure this has dinosaurs in it. So, yeah. Not 100% sure on that, but I think it does. Far Cry 4, another really good one. I still need to get Far Cry 2 and Far Cry 3. And Far Cry New Dawn, obviously. Far Cry Primal, my opinion, this is one of the best ones. And Far Cry 5. Another really good one. You got Far Cry 6, which, I'll be honest, I didn't care for this one. It's whatever on that. Farming Simulator 19. It's a really good, game. Final Fantasy 15, my favorite one out of this franchise. I know. It always seems like I like the underdog out of every franchise, it seems like. Forza Horizon 3. And speaking of underdogs, my favorite one being Forza Horizon 4. I don't have the 5th one, but I did play it on Game Pass. And here's a very weird bundle, being Gears of War Ultimate Edition bundled with Rare Replay. I don't know what these two games have in common other than they're exclusive to the Xbox, but whatever. But yeah, I was very disappointed with the Gears of War Ultimate because I really thought that they would have redone the second one and third one as well in Judgment, but they didn't. So, whatever. Then got Gears of War 2 for the Xbox 360. Gears of War 3. Again, some of the best shooters you're going to find. I think it's better than any of the exclusive shooters we have on the PlayStation. I'm just going to be honest. Xbox is definitely the system to go with if you're a fan of shooters and racers. So, yeah. Then got Gears of War 4, which luckily no one used the code that it came with for all those old games. So I was able to get Judgment that way. And then got Greedfall, which the best way of putting it is it's like a cheap alternative for Dragon Age. That's the best way of putting it. So, yeah. And I don't really have enough time here to show off any more games, so this will just be part 1, and have to wait for part 2 to see any more. So, yeah. You all take care, God bless, and peace.